Hello students, hope you are all well. I hope you have learned something from the first video of this chapter, lines and angles. Today we are going to discuss the second. This is the second video of this chapter, lines and angles. Today we are going to discuss more about the questions of exercise 5.6.1. Okay. So let's start. We have done question number 1. We have done the theorems associated with the chapters and all the concepts. We will do question number 1 now. Okay. Question number 2 is, in the given figure 6.4, lines x, y and mn intersect at point O. Lines x, y and mn intersect at point O. This is the point of intersection of both the lines. Which are the lines? One is x, y. This is the x, y. And mn, another one is m. If angle POY is 90 degree, this angle here is given as 90 degree. And ratios of angle A and angle B. Ratios of angle A and angle B is given to you. You have to determine the value of angle C. Okay. So first of all, let's say since A is to B equals to 2 is to 3. Since we are given the angles in the form of ratio, so what we are going to do is, we let A equals to 2x and B equals to 3x. This is how we used to do the questions of ratio and proportions. Okay, so we let A is equals to 2x and B is equals to 3x. Now what are we going to do? We observe that on line xy, the sum of all the angles above the xy should be 180 degree. Why so? Linear pair. Okay, so we will write on line xy at point O, sum of all the angles is 180 degree. A plus B plus 90 degree is equals to 180 degree. Why so? Linear pair. Okay, so we will put in the values of A and B. A is 2x, B is 3x and 90 degree. Your answer is 180 degree. Okay, we'll simplify it. This is 90 degree. Okay, so we'll simplify it. This is 5x equals to 90 degree. 180 minus 90 is 90 degree. That means value of x is going to be 18 degree. Okay, once we determine the value of x, next we can easily find out the value of A. A should be equal to 2 into x, that is 2 into 18, that is 36 degree. Okay, the value of A is 2 into 18, that is 36 degree. And value of B will be 3 into x, that is 18 degree. In this manner, you can easily determine the value of A and B. Now, A and B was not our final target. Our question has asked us to determine the value of angle C. Okay, so value of angle C can be determined in two ways. Value of angle C can be determined in two ways. One of the ways will be, you apply the concept of vertically opposite angles. You apply the concept of vertically opposite angle. How so? Let me explain it to you. Let's redraw a diagram bit. This is line xy and this is line m. Okay. Sorry. This is angle C. So what we need to do is, we need to determine this angle. Both of these angles will be vertically opposite. So we can easily determine the value of C. If we know what this angle is, then we can easily determine angle C. This whole angle, this angle, I am talking about this angle. This angle is A plus 90 degree. We already know the value of A. We can add A and 90 degree. The answer will be equal to C. This is one way of doing it. Okay. There is another way in which we can solve the question. That is once again using linear pair on line MN at point O, the total angle at this side of line should be equal to 180 degree. Okay, this side of line is divided into two angles B and C. We know the value of angle B. We can now determine the value of angle C. Okay. So I am going with the first one. I am going to use vertically opposite angles. So I will write on line at the intersection of line X, Y and MN. At the intersection of lines X, Y and MN at point O, C is equals to angle MOY. C is equals to angle MOY, and angle MOY is equals to A plus 90 degree. We already know the value of A, that is 36 degree plus 90 degree. It should be equal to 126 degree. So that is your final answer. Answer of C is going to be 126 degree. Moving on to the next question. Question number 3. Question number 3, again a quite simple question. Let me explain it to you first of all. In question number 3, you are given that angle PQR and angle PRQ are both equal. You are given that if this angle is X, this angle is also X. You are given that the value of both these interior angles are equal. You need to determine that their exterior angles are equal. Okay. Now at point Q on line ST, if I say this angle is X, can I say its adjacent angle is 180 degree minus X? Why so? Because of the linear pair. This whole angle is going to be 180 degree. One part of this angle is X, the another part will be 180 minus X. In the same manner, this angle is also going to be 180 minus X, once again by linear pair. So 180 minus X and 180 minus X should also be equal. If the interior angles are equal, their exterior angles are also going to be equal. Okay. Now we will write it down. Okay, for solution we will write it as on line ST. First of all, we mention the line, then we mention the point to apply the linear pair. At point Q, what is happening at point Q? Angle SQP, sorry, not RP. Angle SQP plus angle PQR equals to 180 degree. Why so? Linear pair. Okay, linear pair is the reason. Okay, in this manner we can determine the value of SQP. Angle XQP should be equal to 180 degree minus angle PQR. Okay, now what I am going to do is I am going to keep SQR as it is, 180 degree as it is, and I am going to replace PQR with PRQ minus angle PRQ. Why? How can I replace it? Because it is given in the question. The value of PQR and value of PRQ are equal. It is given in the question. Okay. Now what is 180 minus PRQ? What is 180 minus PRQ? This angle is 180. If we subtract PRQ, the remaining angle is PRQ. This is whole angle is 180 degree. If we subtract PRQ from this angle, if we subtract this portion from this angle, this is the remaining part. Angle SQR equals to 180 degree, sorry, not 180 degree now. Now directly angle PRT. Once again, linear pair by linear pair at point R. Linear pair at point R. Okay. At point R, we applied linear pair once again and we get the value of angle PTR equals to angle SQR. That's it. Next is example number 2. As I have told you earlier, we are also going to discuss examples as well as the question of the exercise. Example number 2 is in the given figure. This is the given figure 6.10. Ray QS stands on the line POQ. There is a line POQ. This is a line POQ On this line there is angle, there is a ray QS. This is the ray QS. Okay, this is a random ray QS. End ray OT OR, this is OR, and another ray OT. So what are OR and OT? Rays OR and OT are angle bisectors of angle POS and angle QOS. Okay, what is the angle bisector? An angle bisector of an angle divides it into two equal parts. Okay, if you want to write, please write it down. The angle bisector of an angle divides it into two equal parts. What does it mean? If this total angle is 2x, if this total angle is 2x, then with the help of ray OR, this angle is divided into two equal parts, both of x, both measuring x. In the same manner, if this total angle is y, then because of the ray OT, this whole angle y, 2y, let's take this whole angle as 2y. This whole angle 2y is divided into two equal parts, that are y and y. Okay, we'll keep this concept in the mind and we'll definitely find out the answer of the question. Now we'll start with the solution. First of all, we'll write down what is given to us. We are given that on line POQ, OR is angle bisector of angle POS, and OT is angle bisector of angle SOQ. Okay, and we have to find the value of angle ROT. We have also given angle POS as x, Okay, if value of angle POS is x, then this part is going to be x by 2 and this part is going to be x by 2. Okay, solution. Let's see. First of all, we will start with what is given to us. Since OR is angle bisector of angle POS, that means angle POR equals to angle ROS equals to x upon 2. Why x upon 2? Because value of angle POS is x. Okay, so its half will be x upon 2. Let's move on. We have to determine the value of angle ROT. We have to determine the value of angle ROT. We have to determine this part. Okay, so now let's see. On line PQ, most of the question are using linear pair. Okay, as you can easily see, most of the questions are using linear pair. On line PQ, at point O, angle POS plus angle SOQ is equals to 180 degree. Sum of both these angles is equals to 180 degree. Why? Linear pair. Sum of both of these angles is equals to 180 degree. Why? Linear pair. Okay, this angle, let me show you in the figure. What I am saying is angle POS, this angle POS, this angle, and angle SOQ, this angle. Sum of both the angles is going to be 180 degree. Okay, let's see what happens then. Now POS, what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide this whole equation by 2. Why? Because I want to determine the value of half of POS and half of SOQ. On dividing above equation by 2, on dividing above equation by 2, we get POS upon 2 plus angle SOQ upon 2 is equals to 180 degree. Now we have already discussed that POS upon 2. We have already discussed that angle POS upon 2 is equals to angle ROS as well as POR. I am going to take as angle ROS. Why? Because for angle ROT can be reduced to sum of angle ROS plus angle SOT. Angle ROT can be reduced as sum of angles ROS and angle SOT. So instead of angle POS upon 2, I am going to write angle ROS, and instead of angle SOQ upon 2, instead of angle SOQ, half of angle SOQ is going to be angle SOT equals to 90 degree. Okay, so angle ROS plus angle SO2, like I explained this just now, angle ROT equals to 90 degree. So value of angle ROT is going to be 90 degree. The value of angle ROT is going to be 90 degree. Okay, you can see it like this only, this also. Okay, let's say this whole angle is x, that means this part is x by 2, this part is x by 2. This whole angle is y, so this part is y by 2 and this part is y by 2. We need to determine the value of x by 2 plus y by 2. We need to determine the value of this part. Okay, so x by 2 plus x by 2 plus y by 2 plus y by 2 should be equal to 180 degree. And if I only want to determine the value of x by 2 plus y by 2, the answer is going to be 90 degree. That is half of the straight angle. Okay, next let's see question number 4. Question number 4 is, in the given figure, this is the given figure, we have x plus y is equals to y plus z. So let us write down, given to us is x plus y equals w plus z. We have to prove that AOB is a straight line. Okay, let me share something with you. In order to determine any line as a straight line, you can do two things. Either of these things are valid. First thing is, if there is a pair of lines intersecting at a point, if there is a pair of straight lines intersecting at a point, you can apply vertical opposite angles or you can apply linear pair. Okay, if the pair of vertically opposite angles are equal, then lines are going to be straight. If the linear pair, if the sum of adjacent angles at either side of the line is 180 degree, then it is going to be a straight line. Okay, so in this question we don't have any two straight lines, we have just one straight line. So what I am going to prove is, I am going to prove either angle x plus y is 180 degree, or I am going to prove that angle w plus z is 180 degree. Either of the thing will prove that this is a straight line, AB is a straight line. Okay, once again let me remind you, in order to prove any line as a straight line, you can use both vertically opposite angles. That can be used only and only when there is a pair of intersecting lines. Okay, and mostly you are going to use linear pair. So let's start with that. To prove, we have to prove AOB is a straight line. We have to prove that AOB is a straight line. Okay, now let us see. At point O, what I am focusing on is only point O. At any point, the total angle is 180 degree. That is also called 360 degree. Sorry, that is also called as complete angle. At any point, the total angle is 360 degree. It is also called as complete angle. So at point O, x plus y plus w plus z all should be equal to 360 degree. Why? Complete angle. Okay, students, let me remind you once again. You have to do all the questions from the NCERT for the geometry part, and with every question you have in your homework copy, you have to draw its diagram as well. Okay. So at any point O, x plus y is plus w plus z is equals to 360 degree. Why? Complete angle at a point. Now, I already know that x plus y is equals to w plus z. So instead of w plus z, I am going to rewrite as once again x plus y. Instead of w plus z, I am going to rewrite again as x plus y because both of these are equal. Since x plus y is equals to w plus z. This is given to us. This means x plus x 2x and y plus y 2y. I can take 2 common and write down it as 2x plus y is equals to 360 degree. That means x plus y is equals to 180 degree. So like I told you, the sum of two angles on either side, the sum of all angles on either side of the line is 180 degree. Let us write down that statement. Since sum of all angles at one side of a line, at one side is 180 degree. So AOB is a straight line. So AOB is a straight line. Okay. Why is it a straight line? Because sum of all angles at one side of a line is 180 degree. Next is question number 5. Question number 5 is a bit more difficult. Okay. Let's be more focused in this. In question number 5, you are given this PQ is a straight line. Okay, no problems there. Where ray OR is perpendicular to OQ. Ray OR is perpendicular to OQ. That means angle ROQ is 90 degree as well as angle ROP is also 90 degree. Okay, keep that in mind. Now there is a ray, a random ray OS. There is a random ray OS, okay, between rays OR and line OP. Now what we need to prove is, we need to prove that angle, okay, OS is not the bisector of any of the angles. OS is not a bisector. Keep that in mind. Now we need to prove that angle ROS is equals to half of angle QOS minus POS. We have to determine the value of angle ROS and prove that it is equals to half of angle QOS. QOS is this whole angle minus angle POS. POS is this angle. Okay. So we have to prove it such way. What I am going to take here is, I am going to take here the largest angle asked in the question. I am going to start with angle QOS and I will move from there on. Okay. So first of all, let us write down given and to prove. First of all, given, it is given to us that OR is perpendicular to PQ. OR is perpendicular to PQ. Okay. Secondly, QS is OS is a ray. Once again, OS is any ray. Next, you have to prove that angle ROS is equals to half of angle QOS minus angle POS. Angle ROS equals to half of angle QOS minus angle POS. Okay, let's start with the proof. Like I told you, I am going to start with the largest angle. Largest angle was angle QOS. What I am doing is, I am dividing angle QOS is in as many parts as I can. So angle QOS can be divided into two parts. One is angle ROS, another one is angle SOR. Angle ROS and angle SOR. Oh, sorry. Angle ROS and angle ROQ. Okay, these are two angles in which angle QOS can be divided, ROS and ROQ. Okay, now let's see. Angle ROQ is 90 degree like we discussed earlier, and angle ROP is also 90 degree. So I can say value of angle ROQ and ROP should be equal. Okay, what I'm saying is, since OR is perpendicular to PQ, it implies that angle ROQ is equals to angle ROP equals to 90 degree. Okay, so I'm replacing ROQ with ROP. I'm going to replace angle ROQ with ROP. Let's see. Angle QOS is equals to angle ROS plus angle ROP. Once again, angle ROP, I have reached to angle ROP. Now we are talking about angle ROP. Let's concentrate. This is angle ROP. Once again, what I did with angle QOS, I am going to do with angle ROP. I am going to divide angle ROP into two parts, as you can see in the figure. Angle QOS should be equal to angle ROS plus angle ROP is angle POS plus angle ROS. Angle POS is this one, angle ROS is this one. Okay. Okay, now you can see in the equation there are two ROS. There are two ROS. Angle QOS is equals to twice of angle ROS, like x plus x is 2x. So angle ROS plus ROS is 2 angle ROS. Okay, now we will shift POS to the other side. Angle QOS minus angle POS equals to twice of ROS. Okay, and lastly what we are going to do, you can easily imagine. Lastly we are going to write down, we are going to shift 2 to the denominator of the left hand side. Angle ROS equals to 1 upon 2. 2 is shifted to the denominator. Let me make some more room. Angle ROS is equals to half of angle QOS minus angle POS. That is your final bracket close. Okay, this is your final proof. Okay, so this is all for today. Okay, we will continue with the lecture tomorrow. We will continue with the remaining questions. There is one question left from the exercise, as well as a few examples are left. Okay, apart from discussing this question, I am also going to discuss about the next exercise, the concepts and theorems of next exercise. Okay, so thank you for your time. Have a nice day.